Welcome to the mini story for Wealth Steps. Again, in this one, I'm just going to ask questions directly from the article. In the beginning, Robert Kiyosaki talks about a study. There was a study done several years ago in rich and poor countries all around the world, studying rich and poor people. The study wanted to find out how people born into poverty eventually become wealthy. Did they study only rich people? No. They didn't study only rich people. They studied people who were born into poverty. They studied people who started poor, who began their life poor, and then later became rich. Did they study people born into poverty, or did they study people born into wealth? Well, they studied people born into poverty. They studied people who were poor as children. Who did they study? People born into poverty. They studied people born into poverty. They studied people who were poor and then became rich. Did they study people who were rich and then became poor? No, they didn't. They didn't study people who were rich who then became poor. They studied people who were poor who became rich. They studied people born into poverty who later became wealthy, who later became rich. And the study found that these people who were born into poverty and became rich, they possessed three qualities. Did they possess $3? No. They didn't possess $3. They possessed three qualities, three traits, three characteristics. Same meaning, all of those words. They possess three qualities. Did they have three qualities? Yes, they had three qualities. They possessed three qualities. Possessed means had. Who had these three qualities? Well, people born into poverty who became rich. People born into poverty who became wealthy, rich, possessed three similar qualities. These qualities were, number one, they maintained a long-term vision. Who maintained a long-term vision? Well, people born into poverty who later became rich maintained a long-term vision. Did they have a future goal? A future dream? Yes, they all had a future dream. When they were poor, they had a dream. They had a vision. They had a goal to be wealthy. So, did they have a long-term vision or a short-term vision? They had a long-term vision. Means far in the future. They had a far future vision. Did they have a vision? Yes, they did. They had a vision. What was their vision? Well, their vision was to be wealthy. They had a dream to be wealthy in the future, in the far future. They kept a long-term vision, a long-term dream. Who kept a long-term vision? Well, people born into poverty who later became rich. They had another quality number 2. They believed in delayed gratification. Did they want pleasure? Did they want total happiness now? No, they did not want gratification now. They believed in delayed gratification. They believed in waiting for pleasure. Did they believe in delayed gratification? Or did they believe in instant gratification? Instant meaning sudden, fast, now. Well, delayed, right? They believed in delayed gratification. They believed in waiting for pleasure. Who believed in delayed gratification, delayed pleasure? People born into poverty who became rich. People born into poverty who later became rich believed in delayed gratification. They believed in waiting to feel pleasure, waiting to spend money. Right? Delayed pleasure. And quality number 3, they used the power of compounding in their favor. In their favor means for themselves, to help themselves. They used the power of what? Compounding, right? Adding, multiplying, increasing more and more. They used the power of compounding to help themselves. Who used the power of compounding? People born into poverty who later became rich. People born into poverty who later became rich used the power of compounding. Used the power of increasing money, multiplying money. More and a little more and a little more and a little more. So did they use the power of compounding? Yes, they used the power of compounding. Why did they use the power of compounding? Well, to get rich. They used the power of compounding to get rich. They used the power of making a little more and a little more and a little more to get rich. They used the power of compounding. And they had a big dream. And they were willing to make short-term sacrifices to gain long-term success. Did they make sacrifices? Yes, they made sacrifices. They did painful things now to succeed in the future. They did difficult things now to succeed in the future, to be better in the future. They made short-term sacrifices. Did they make long-term sacrifices or short-term sacrifices? Well, they made short-term sacrifices. Why did they make short-term sacrifices? Well, they made short-term sacrifices to get better in the future. They made short-term sacrifices to gain long-term success. Who made short-term sacrifices? Well, again, people born into poverty who later became rich. People born into poverty who later became rich made short-term sacrifices to get long-term success. They invested money, even small amounts. They multiplied their money by the power of compounding interest. Compounding percentage. Did they make interest from their money? Yes, they made an extra percent every month from their money. They made interest from their money. Did the interest increase? Yes. They made compounding interest. So they made a little more money each month. A little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. Compounding interest. Who made compounding interest? That's right, people born into poverty who eventually became wealthy. So now you, what are your dreams? What is your glorious vision? Do you have a wonderful vision? Do you have a glorious goal? Do you have a glorious dream for the future? Do you have a wonderful dream? What kind of vision do you have? Glorious or boring? Hopefully, glorious. Is your vision glorious? Is your vision wonderful, incredible? Is your vision boring or is your vision glorious? Hopefully glorious. What kind of life do you really want? Be specific. Write it down. Should you be general or should you be specific? Well, you should be specific. Should you be detailed, writing every detail? Yes, you should. You should write every detail. You should be specific. You should be exact. Be specific about your dreams. Then every day, review your dreams. Remember your dreams. Remind yourself again and again. Don't let your dreams fade. Should your dreams get smaller and weaker? No, they shouldn't fade. Your dreams should not fade. Your dreams should grow. Should your dreams fade, or should your dreams grow and get stronger? Oh, they should grow and get stronger. Your dreams should not fade. They should not get weaker and weaker. They should get stronger and stronger. What should not fade? Oh, your big dreams. Your big dreams should not fade. Your big dreams should not get smaller and weaker. Slowly. Don't let them die. Keep your vision alive. Keep your dreams alive. And remember to use compounding interest. Invest every month. Perhaps you will make 1% interest. Perhaps you will make 5% interest. Perhaps you will make 10% interest. Perhaps you will make 20 or 30% interest. But you need to get a good return on investment. Do you need a good return on investment, or do you need a bad return on investment? You need a good return on investment. You need a good what? You need a good return on investment. Do you need to make more money than you invest? Yes. You need to make more money than you invest. You need to have a good return on investment. If you invest $1 and make $10 more, is that a good return on investment? Oh yes, it's a very good. It's excellent. It's an excellent return on investment. So you want a good return on investment. You want to make much more money than you spend, much more money than you invest. You can focus your investing in many ways. You can invest in many ways. You can create a successful small business. You can buy stocks. And you can buy real estate. Can you buy land as an investment? Yes, you can buy real estate as an investment. Can you buy buildings as an investment? Yes, you can buy buildings as an investment. You can buy real estate as an investment. What are buildings and land called in business? Real estate. Buildings and land are called real estate in business. Can you invest in real estate? Yes, you can invest in real estate. You can buy land and buildings and sell them later for more money. You can invest in real estate. Okay, that is the end of the mini story. Listen to it every day for 7 days, 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. See you next time. Bye-bye.